time for a little update. So, what I've got going on here, guys, is a bunch of Pak Choi. I've got some holy basil. Holy basil's probably not ready to harvest yet. Probably got a little bit of time. Want to wait until it starts to flower, but not fully bloom, and then harvest at that point or nip the tops. But today, I've got to harvest this. This is overgrown. It's been in the pots for a little bit too long, I would say. And I've got some cilantro over here that I'll be repotting soon. And I got some Lego spinach. Tester plant. Wanted to see how it grew. Looks pretty good. Obviously flowered at this point. I'll probably be growing this a lot more. But I'm probably going to harvest that today as well. And then I've got this, of course. Got to get this harvest done. So let's see this roll. Making sure I get rid of anything that doesn't need to be there. Any dead leaves, discard of. Oh, this is a big one. Now, gotta take this to the kitchen, give it a good wash, and we'll go from there. So let's talk about Pak Choi. Probably has to be one of the favorite vegetables to grow at the moment. This batch took me around 45 days, but I've had shorter batches, and like I said, I let this batch go for a little bit longer than I usually would. But some of the benefits of this wonderful vegetable. So, extremely high in antioxidants because of the sulforaphane. Extremely nutrient dense. But again, it grows so quickly. So, by the time a month is up, you've already got yourself a good batch. That's the wonderful thing about this vegetable. Again, nutrient dense, good in flavor as well, good for stir fries. I think this batch I'm undecided about what I want to do. Sometimes what I sometimes do with this one is use a ferment where I do like a little bit of a kimchi. I think I've shown a recipe about that on the channel already. But this time I'm a little bit undecided. I really wanted to grow this for succession planting, but in this occasion I just grew the one batch. Been really busy, so I haven't really been able to keep up with the garden as much as I'd like. So this batch here is a nice little change of pace and nice little harvest to be able to do. I love growing this vegetable along with holy basil. For again, their antioxidant benefits, how flavorful they are, and how versatile they can be. Like I said, I've done this in a kimchi before, but I've also done this in a stir fry, and it just goes perfectly. So, yeah, so you just watch me take this apart here. I'm very liberal with it. I just try to make sure I separate the leaves, and then I'll give everything a wash. separating the old leaves, the ones that I don't want as well. It's completely fine. You're gonna lose a couple sometimes. Like I said, this has been growing a little bit longer in the tent than I'd like. Could have been harvested weeks ago, but just been very busy. Very, very busy. So, but getting done now, and we can only do what we can do with the time that we have, right? So we make the use of what we have to get it done. What are you guys harvesting today? Anything interesting? Any go-tos? Any plants that you always go towards? I'm just gonna wash that off. And is there any favorites? Are there any favorites in your list that you like to use on a more kind of frequent basis? Now I'm only giving these a slight rinse because of the soil that was on them. I think another way you could separate these out as well is by having them blanched and then frozen as well. So lots of versatility with this wonderful vegetable. Let's separate everything out. See what I have. Gives you a good idea of how much I've harvested there. Sometimes I won't wash these, and since it's probably best sometimes not to wash it just before, and just kind of give it a good rinse once you are ready to cook. But I like to keep my things on the cleaner level and just trying to make sure everything's on a good point. So yeah, this is my harvest.